So, Mike, it's a very dramatic playoff eliminator here. Through to the semi-finals on penalties. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Lads' fitness levels came through in the end, I thought, and it was eventful. It was, say, in patches that coming here, starting it is quite surreal in terms of having such an extended break and then coming into a playoff game like this with the enormity of the game. It was, but the lads showed fantastic character, so yeah, I'm pleased with that.
And you hear a bit about whether players are going to come into these games being a bit rusty after a few months off. Do you think there was any sign of that from your lads today?
I think it took us 25 minutes to get into the game, I thought. We knew that they're a very good team, technical team and physical team. They've got a lot about them, so we knew if we were under the cosh, we had to ride it out and make sure that we stay solid and resolute, and that's what we did. And then we grew into the game, and then when we can start playing our football, I think we go from strength to strength. We get stronger as the game goes on.
And after, I suppose, a first half of fairly few chances, it all flipped on its head towards the end with Jay Cooper, of course, putting us 1-0 up towards the end, and then Brackley scoring a bit of a wonder strike to level things up going into the break. For that half-time team talk, did that put a little bit of a downer on things, or was it a case of it's a bolt out of the blue and you had stayed solid for most of the first half before that?
No, not at all. I thought you've got to expect these things in playoff games like this, and it's not always just going to go your way. So the fact is, I know the character in that dressing room. I keep talking about it, but I knew, like I say, we were effectively 0-0 in the second half, and we had to go out and win it, and it's what we set to do.
And then in the second half, you mentioned the fitness levels before. Do you think they might have played a part in you sort of coming on top and having the odd couple of chances in the second half, whereas Brackley being part-time might not have potentially been able to keep up with it?
Yeah, I think we've done that all season. I think we know we're a team that just gets stronger as the game wears on, and especially if the gaps open up and we've got good technical players. And yeah, so that was the kind of thought process the whole season, let alone today. And I think, yeah, it did tell.
And of course, obviously a pretty strange one with it being level at the full-time whistle rather than having extra time. You went straight to the penalties. Was that an eventuality you'd prepared for and set the order beforehand, or was it just a in the moment thing where people stepped up and said they wanted to take one?
No, yeah, we had a list. We've been practicing them, but obviously with substitutes it does slightly change. So, but yeah, we knew who was taking them.
And Brad James coming in clutch, really saving 3 penalties in the penalty shootout to effectively send you through to the semi-finals. How big is having a keeper like him in goal when he can, he's there when you need him, when he's called
upon?
Yeah,
exactly. We said at half-time and after the game, he's a massive part of why we're in this position, why we've had such a good defensive record. He makes big saves. He's young and he's gonna make mistakes, but that's what adds to that character. You can see to come back and do what he did. He's a big player for us.
And through the semis, of course, you don't have a lot of time at all to prepare straight into it next Saturday away at Boston. You can't, obviously, it'll feel like a high now, but you can't dwell on it too much, can you? You've got to just look forward to what's next up next week.
Yeah, no, there's no highs. Obviously, we're pleased with the performance and the character, but like I say, nothing's achieved yet, so we've just got to get all our focus on the recovery and the preparation for another very big game.